Hello everyone, it's Marek here and welcome to another video in the series here. And this time what I want to talk about is resetting your Premiere preferences. Now sometimes you might be working on something and some things just don't work right or they don't look right. I often hear many people in Adobe forums posting the problems they have. Like one of the issues I had recently was I couldn't see anything in the program panel in here. It was just an empty gray area with nothing inside. One of the very common problems people often have is they can't see the buttons at the bottom of the program panel either. Okay, so these things are just not working the way they're supposed to. There's a couple of things you can do. So one of the things you could do is try to reset your workspace. So say if I go to the workspace here and I could just reset the workspace. This may sometimes help. But sometimes you need more drastic changes as well. So the other thing that I would recommend, the second one, would be to restart Premiere and then see if it works. Okay, because from what I see on Adobe forums, many people are having some issues. There's some glitches, things that don't work in the new version, like 2022 at the moment, or even in the older ones. There's always something. Okay. Now, if this doesn't help, if resetting your workspace doesn't help, if just restarting Premiere doesn't help either, the only thing you can do is you're going to reset your preferences. So I'm going to close Premiere. Now I'm not going to say the changes. No, that's okay. And now, when we started, now we're going to use Control-Alt-Shift on Windows, Command-Alt-Shift on the Mac. But what's really important is you're going to click and we're going to hold these keys on the keyboard, but do it really quickly. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to launch Premiere. Okay. I'll give it a moment to start. Okay. Now, this might be another thing I may want to show you. This happens sometimes. This seems to be a Windows glitch, as far as I'm aware, where you start it and nothing happens. If I try again, if the welcome screen doesn't appear, here's what you can do. Oh, here you go. Error report. Okay, don't send the report. No. Okay. Now, if the welcome screen doesn't come up, you go to your taskbar, right-click, Task Manager, or just do Control-Alt-Delete. And if you look on the list, you may actually see Photoshop Premiere running. If it does, close it from here, keep this open, and start Premiere again, and it should be just fine. Go. So I'm holding Control-Alt-Shift on the keyboard now, and basically because I pressed them too late, nothing appears. Because I'm going to release the keys of the keyboard. What you're supposed to see is the dialog box asking if you want to reset the preferences. Okay, so let me just close it. So in other words, you're going to start applications. I'm going to click on the Premiere icon, but if I hold Control-Alt-Shift right now and I'll click on Premiere icon, it's going to do this. They won't allow to make changes. Okay, yes, that's fine, that's okay, and it's going to launch. So let me just minimize this, and you get, now I'm getting this message, but it's just saying, are you sure you want to reset your plugin caches? Okay, now I don't want to do that. Well, you could, but I want to reset the preferences. So I'm going to cancel it. So the thing is, you're going to hold Control-Alt-Shift on Windows, Command-Alt-Shift on the Mac, right after you click on the icon for the application. You need to be really quick. So I'm holding my hand or left hand over the keyboard, Control-Shift, but I'm not pressing it yet. So click on the icon, and I'm holding Control-Shift now. And now it's going to ask you, you can release the keys of the keyboard now, and now it's going to ask you if you want to reset your plugin cache and preferences as well. Okay, so that's something that you may want to do. So it's Control-Alt-Shift on Windows, Command-Alt-Shift on a Mac. You keep holding them until you see this dialog box. Depending on how fast is your computer, this may take a few seconds, may take half a minute, or maybe even longer. Okay, so you keep holding the keys on the keyboard until you see the dialog box, and then you can just click OK, and this will reset your preferences and clear your cache as well. Keep in mind that because you're resetting your preferences and clean the cache, Premiere won't remember the projects you've been working on anymore. So there's nothing on the welcome screen. There'll be nothing under Open Recent, okay? Because it's like having a fresh new installation of Premiere, okay? And also, if you've changed anything in your preferences, I'll show you an example, what I always change. If I go to Preferences and General, this will be Edit menu on Windows, and as you know, Premiere Pro menu on the Mac. In General category, I always change the bin behavior. So I'll need to change it again because I've reset my preferences. So I need to swap this again, and I'll click OK. And that's how you can reset your application preferences in Adobe Premiere Pro if you have any troubles, any problems, and this may help. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. This quick tutorial on resetting preferences, hopefully getting your Premiere back up and running. Thank you for watching. I'm Marek from marekmularczyk.com, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on another tutorial. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you like the video. Leave some comments if you have any questions, any comments. And maybe have a look at some of my online courses on Udemy and Skillshare as well. I've got a bunch of Premiere Pro courses in there as well. So have a look on the courses. Links in description. Thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.